Does your save file feel boring and empty? Are you feeling discouraged by The Sims and really want to spice up your gameplay? Well, fear not, because I have made this video including the top 3 mods and some extra tips that I use to make my save files feel more alive. Intermission editing me here. I just want to thank everybody for the support on my Briarwood save file video. It has been overwhelming and I am so happy, to say the least, that people really want to see more. So here I am. So the first mod I want to talk about is Twisted Mexie's tool. And it is very, very easy to use. So I will show you how I've used it in this build and how you can implement it in your own save file. So in order to open up Twisted Mexie's tool, you go into build mode, press Shift T, and this little menu in the top left will come up. And this is basically how I place all the extra bits and bobs outside of the lot. So let's say I wanted a deco building and I wanted it to match the environment of Copperdale. So I go to sculptures. That's where you find all the deco buildings in this game. I go to packs, and then I go to the pack that's associated with Copperdale. That's high school years, and you'll get all the juicy good bits that EA hides away in debug. Okay, these buildings aren't really useful, but you can see really cool structures like this water fountain and these billboards, just everything that you could need to zhuzh up the area. And even things like this sign, anything you could really think about. So for these signs that I put here, these are actually placed by tool. And let me show you really quick how to do it. So I'll add this water tower. I think it looks cool. I think it looks nice. So I'll add it to the scene. What I'll do is stick it here, and you hold Alt and click the building. And then you hold Alt and click the spot that you want it to be. And then you hold Alt again and click the object. That's basically how I get things on the outside. And it could be more complicated. For example, if I take this facade here and I want to elevate it, I'd Alt click again. I'd go to elevate and I'd type in a number. I usually like to keep the numbers low, like 1 to 3 and any decimals in between there. So I'd go like 1.5 and it would elevate off the ground 1.5. And basically it's that simple, super easy. With this, I don't really use the scaling or the move tool because, let me show you, it can get a little complicated and you don't really need to be this precise ever usually, especially if you're doing the things that I'm doing. But yeah, it's that simple. And if you want to do the movements not so big and want to make micro adjustments, you just Alt click and basically like that, it'll keep going. Hold Alt and click, 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 and it will keep moving. Very simple, very easy. So the next section of this video is the clickable world mod by A Winged Llama. And basically that makes anything that you can see in the world clickable. It's pouring rain, but I'm going to force her to go, right, please. Basically, you could never get over here. You'd have to do a heck of a lot to get over here. But are you seeing what my camera's doing? Are you seeing where I'm going? Like, I'm breaking the bounds of the game right now. This is the backstage of Willow Creek. I'm lost. Okay, this is the backstage of Willow Creek. You could never get here before. But now, easy peasy lemon squeezy. She's out. If she'll do what I want her to do, she's out. And she's going. It's that simple. I'm gonna speed it up so she actually gets over there. As you can see, she's over there. And this is not only great for machinimas, it's great for story, gameplay, it's great for everything. So the next mod I want to talk about is the Live in Business mod by Little Miss Sam, More Bible Venues by Little Miss Sam, and Venue Changes by Zerbu. So the example is going to be with Betty's Diner here. And you must be wondering, how do I have a rental lot and a diner on the same lot without losing my mind? First of all, this is not a typical diner. This is actually a cafe. This is a cafe table that I've set down, and I've just made the place look like a diner. You can only order coffee and all the things you can get from a diner in The Sims 4 because we don't have multi-purpose slots, but this mod allows you to make pseudo multi-purpose slots. And the Live in Business mod by Little Miss Sam is for a living business. But the way I use it is not for my Sims to make money, but to make my lots, multi-purpose lots. So for example, you click on the door and I open the living cafe. It'll say Aria has opened the living business. Get to work and prepare for guests for coming soon. I don't do any of the preparation. I just let them come and hire a barista or tend the table. Now, Aria is really uncomfortable, but she's not uncomfortable anymore. And I can get her to tend the table, or I can hire a barista. I'm going to hire a barista just for the sake of my sanity. And we're just going to sit and wait for the Sims to come in. So for storytelling purposes, this would stay open all the time, every day. And the Sims will basically come in at times when it's, appropriate, and they'll leave at times when it's appropriate. If the Sims don't leave, I just click on the door again and say close and living cafe, and all the Sims will leave. This is how I get this to function. You can see them spawning in over there, a little bit unimmersive, but that's fine. All the Sims in my game will come, and this will actually function as a space that I can use and storytell in, and it's really, really awesome. She's really like coughing up a storm right now. But yeah, it makes builds usable. I made this in mind with this mod, so just keep that in mind if you want to use this mod. You're gonna have to build buildings with the items that they would usually come with, right? So cafes usually have a cafe, bench, flash counter, so that's what you'd have to put in there. Now she is getting money, which is unfortunate, but I basically just keep tallies of the cash that she did have before, and I make sure to reset it. Or you can use the SMB bank mod and just keep this as whatever and set your bank account to transfer through the SMB bank account with your credit card, but that's more complicated. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. And there's living cafe, living club, live-in bar, live-in daycare, live-in gym, live-in pet daycare, live-in store, and live-in vet clinic. This is a very, very cool mod. So just for an example, say your Sims are living in San Myshuno, and it's kind of like New York city life. You would want a club underneath their apartment. Say they live on top of a club, and you could use the for rent system to rent out units on top of your club and have a club at the underground, the bottom levels. So you could go to the club whenever you felt like, just hop downstairs, or even a bar, even a gym for your rental systems. It's just really, really cool. And it really fleshes out my builds. I don't think I've built a single residential lot without a living business on it that isn't like for rent, because it just makes it so much more alive. It's awesome and amazing. I love this mod, and Little Miss Sam really did the thing. Make sure to lock your doors as well, because they will come inside, and it will be irritating if you get easily irritated like me. Why is the cat scratching the furniture? Please don't do that, Bacon. Bacon, as cute as you are, please don't scratch the furniture. And yeah, that is the living business by Little Miss Sam, and it really is a game changer for me for sure. The next mod I'm gonna recommend for enhanced save files is More Viable Venues by Little Miss Sam and Venue Changes by Zerabu. Now Zerabu makes a lot of cool mods. They've also made the go to school mod that I use to make this building work. But basically what it allows you to do is to unlock lots of the lot types in the game, and gives you access to a few more made by different creators. So as you can see on the left over here, this may look a lot different to yours because I've got like a crap ton of lots. Some duplicates, some not, but they all have their purpose in this game. So for example, this is an elementary school. I'm using the old version of Zerabu's Go to School mod because it conflicts with some other school mods. But basically, I've set this to an elementary school, and my kids can actually come here. I can also set it to an art studio, or a beach, or a book studio, or I don't know, a food bar. a hideout. Basically, it unlocks the careers. It unlocks the old lots that are usually hidden, and it helps you use other lots for other mods. So we were talking about the live-in services mod, and without this mod, you cannot unlock these lots, like the ownable bar, the ownable cafe, the ownable club, the ownable karaoke bar. You get the gist of it, right? You can own a lot more lots than you could in the past. Even rentable businesses like motels or hotels, even a prison. It gets really in-depth and cool, and it basically gives you the power to make more lots that you wouldn't have access to, especially cinema. I'm so excited for that. Basically, a delicious mod. How could you live without this? Your save file will go from 0 to 100. Like, I'm really hyping this up for you guys, because it's imperative that you know how good it is. If you do not have this mod, if you get nothing else from this video, go to Zaraba's page, download the Ownable Lots mod, and download the Live in Business mod by Little Miss Sam. I promise you, will change your gameplay 100%. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned some of the tips and tricks of my trade, I could say, and how I've made my save file feel more alive and less boring. And I hope that you took away something useful for this video. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more content from me. And again, thank you so much for your support. Bye bye. I'm Pixia.